Wait, what? Hold on. Um, what? Hold on, I need to check something. What the fuck is going on? Is there... Why would... This doesn't make sense. Why is there so much fuzz in the background? I know there was a lot of fuzz in my last two streams, and I did something that was meant to fix it, but now that I'm live, it's gone up by like 10 extra thingies on the audio display. Yeah, it's like sitting around 35 when I'm saying nothing. Before it was sitting around 45. Why has it gone up? Why has it done that? Lower numbers is higher. I don't know why. Oh, right, because it's minus. Sorry, it's sitting around minus 35 now. When before it was sitting around minus 45. Why is it doing this to me? See, this is enough for it to be noticeable, which is really fucking annoying. What is causing it? That seems to be less. I don't know. How bad is it? How do you guys like not care? Is it fine for you? When I go silent like that, it just... I know it's not as bad as those two Hades streams. My god, dude, I didn't realize those Hades streams had such bad fuzz, and the way I fixed it was weird too. I fixed it by just changing where my audio interface was plugged into my computer, which made it less, but now it's gone a bit higher than it was before. Oh, it's gone back down. Listen. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want it to be at when I'm not speaking. Cause that's like a bit of noise, but like the microphone is obviously never gonna not be picking up something because it exists. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's going back down. Well, I wonder why it went back up for a bit. Okay, whatever. We're good to go then. Never mind. Alright, so, Katawa Shoujo. There it is. So I haven't streamed Katawa Shoujo in ages. I have not... There we go. Desktop audio. Turn you down a little. No? Music in Katawa Shoujo is too quiet. It has trouble picking it up consistently. It's only when it hits the louder notes that it even knows it's there. Whatever. Typical shenanigans. How are you doing? I hope this fixed audio is very good, because it was god-awful the last two streams by accident. So a morning stream. If you'll remember, once upon a time, eons ago, you could say, many moons ago, That's actually true. It actually was many moons ago. I did, what was it? I did I used to, many moons ago, I used to actually stream, like, in the morning. I used to just stream whenever I woke up, kind of. Not exactly, but, like, I'd wake up and then I'd wait, like, an hour or two, and then I'd just, like, if I was good to go and I was streaming that day, I'd go there and then. Just whatever time it was. And then people told me, like, I had a consistent end time, but not a consistent start, and everyone's like, no. Other way around, bro. You need a consistent start time. That'll help your channel grow more than having an inconsistent end time. So much good it fucking did me. I've been streaming for like a year, and I have 38 followers. But, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll get a consistent start time, and then because my sleep schedule was really bad at that time, I was like, oh, 12. It has to be 12. It can't be earlier, because my sleep schedule was so inconsistent. I'd rarely wake up before, like, 11. No, sorry, not rarely. I'd rarely wake up, like, before 10, maybe. Nowadays, my sleep schedule's a lot better. I should turn that down a little. Now I wake up like 7 or 8 usually. Well, more like 7 usually, sometimes 8. 9 at the like latest, with it still being a normal wake up time. If I like did something the night before that like warranted sleeping more, then I would. Like I'd end up sleeping in and go past 9 now. But yeah, most of the time now I wake up way before 12, usually at 7 or 8. And so it's way more... I don't know if this will be the new normal start time, but it's just possible now to start this early. And I was like, you know what? I didn't stream for 2 days, because I said I wouldn't on Wednesday, but then I was like, no, I will Thursday, Friday. And then I didn't. So I'm like, well, alright, I'll stream Saturday and do a big boy one, because I can do a big boy one. I can do a big boy one today. I won't stream tomorrow, because it's... take the weekend off. Well, I'll just take that one day off. I'll stream on Monday. And I'm already streaming today, which is a Saturday. So I won't stream tomorrow, but then... And I'm saying all this because... So listen. Monday I will stream, but it will be a normal stream, probably a 12 to 5 or a 12 to 6. And then Tuesday I either won't stream, or I will stream, or I'll start late. I know that's almost every option, but it just means I can't do a big one that day, but I will try to stream. If I do, it'll either be normal or start late. Depends what happens on Tuesday. But after that, after Tuesday, right? So that'll be Tuesday the 25th. Okay, so every day after that, except for the weekends, probably, maybe, but at least guaranteed the 26th, 27th, 28th, the 31st, and then even into June, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 7th, and maybe the 8th. Let's not say the 8th is guaranteed. So, but all those others, if I stream those days, they're gonna be big boy streams. That's right. The situation for me has changed, and so 26, 27, 28, 31st, and then June 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 7th. If I stream those days, big boy stream. And then I may even stream on the 29th, 30th, 5th, and 6th, which are the weekend days. And if I do stream on those days, there'll also be big boy streams. So for just today, today's a big boy, and then it's like not big boys on Monday, or maybe on Tuesday, but probably not. But then after that, for 2 weeks basically, big boy streams. Alright? So get hype, I guess. And big boy streams usually means playing multiple games, because I'm not gonna play one game for like 8 fucking hours. Unless it's an RPG that I really enjoy. I guess I could. I'm not gonna do a visual novel for 8 hours though, fuck that. I think my longest Katawa Shoujo stream was like 5 hours. And even that was like my brain fucking melting by the end, because just become a machine that reads text and regurgitates it, not even taking any of it in. Anyway, I've been talking for like 17 minutes, but I just wanted to say, like, the reason today's a big boy, and that there's gonna be big boys for a while, so, I hope, do you guys even like big boys? I don't even know. I know Toast always shows up, but every time I do a big boy, he just, like, he doesn't say whether he hates it or loves it. I don't know. Man somehow has enough time to watch all my streams, though, so who knows? Am I overwhelming? I don't know. Whatever. I'll just fucking... Let's read the book. Let's read the novel. The visual novel. The morning sunlight streaming through my window makes me... wakes me up instead of my alarm, and I realize that it must be Sunday. Emmy is kindly... What? Is that deemed? What? Already hit words, I don't know. Oh, right, deigned. That's how it's spelt? I thought there was an A in there. Emmy has kindly deigned to give me weekends off from our morning runs. I don't actually know if I woke up at all yesterday or if I just slept through the entire day. I was in a call, LMAO, learning words of Eira. Wait, does that mean you missed all of it that I said? Did you have my stream muted that whole time? All I was saying was today's gonna be a big boy stream. Okay, 26th, 27th, 28th, on the 31st of this month will also be big boy streams, as well as the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 7th of June. Maybe the 25th will be, but the 24th won't be. So Monday won't be, Tuesday maybe, 26th onward till the 7th of June will all be big boy streams. And if I stream on the week, assuming I stream on those days, and if I stream on weekends, I'll also make those big boys during that time period. So basically today is big boy, then from Thursday onwards, it's big boys for 2 weeks. Assuming I stream on the days. If I stream on any of those days in those 2 weeks, they'll be big. Unless I'm like sick or something and can only do a short one, you know? Basically, the big is possible, essentially. And then I was just saying you always check into my streams, but I don't know if you even like the big boy streams. Because I don't know if it's then so much that you can't even watch it and you don't want to spend like 8 to 10 hours a day listening to me talk. But, the big, yeah. So that was my empire. I was just like, do people even like this? Is this even, like, I'm hype about doing long streams, but I don't know if you are. And so it took like 16 minutes to explain all that. And now it's taken 20 minutes. But yeah, I was just explaining why this one's big and that they're gonna be big for a while. Except for no stream tomorrow, and Monday will probably be a normal one. Probably. I guess I could try and make it big. No. It's not a good idea to make Monday big. Tuesday's a big maybe, because weird stuff happens on Tuesday, but it's that weird thing which changes my situation, which means from then on I can do big ones for 2 weeks. Anyway. My legs groan in protest as I lever myself out of bed. All this running is really taking it out of me. Still, I can't deny that Emmy wasn't lying to me. It has gotten a little easier. I've been worried the runs would start to wear on my nerves, but thus far I haven't minded them that much. Bro, why are your legs still groaning 2 days after? Like, I guess it depends what you define as groan. To me, saying groan is way too much pain for it to be 2 days after. I'd say, like, I don't know. It's even if your legs are, even if you did work out and run so much that your legs would be hurting 2 days after, it should be like, I don't know. I wouldn't use groan. It'd be too light for it to be groaning. I've had that happen before, but groan? Come on, bruh. Maybe you just, maybe groan is a little. No stretching is how. Well, it's only been a week. Still, I don't know. I suppose there's plenty of time for me to start dreading the sound of my alarm in the morning. Not that I ever... What? Not that I could ever skip out now. Simi said it's harder to stop a routine when there's another person. And frankly, I don't think I'm equipped to deal with a disappointed Emmy. She'd probably give me those puppy dog eyes, and I'd feel terrible about myself. Which reminds me, wasn't I supposed to be somewhere today? You coming to my track meet on Sunday, right? What am I talking about? Of course you are, right? Those puppy dog eyes again. Of course I'm going. I owe you, right? Exactly, so don't forget, okay? Oh, we're gonna see the fucking thick Emmy hips CG. Crap, Emmy's track meet. I bet it's the same ones we fucking saw in the Rin route, right? Surely. I'd better get a move on if I don't want to miss her running, since she's the only reason I'm even considering going. Otherwise, it would defeat the whole purpose of going. And so I soon find myself quite suddenly surrounded by a crowd of people, all turning out to see our track team compete with another school like this one. I'll admit it, it's almost comforting to know we're not the only school like this, after you see that there can be 2 schools with a bunch of defective kids. Jesus. Defective merchandise. No, you stop feeling so defective. You also stop feeling unique, which in most cases would be a bad thing, but in this case, it sure as hell isn't. That's a very not Japanese thing for Hisao to say. The Japanese don't fetishize uniqueness the way the West does. You can tell this is written by Western people, even though they try to set it in Japan. Japan's a lot more go with the group. Cross-route continuity. Only the West is obsessed with that uniqueness. Oh, I'm so unique and important. No, you're not. Fuck off. Anyway. That's part of Yamaku's appeal, I guess. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah, but in this case it sure is hell. Learn that you're not unique. Hell, learn there's a lot of others who would kill to be settled with your problem instead of whatever they're dealing with. Some of the kids here aren't here because they're missing a leg or they have a heart condition. Some of them might be here because they're as good as dead in 2, maybe 3 years if they're lucky. And that's only if they get the right sort of care. It's a bit of sort of comfort to be able to say, well, at least I've got a chance of being alive through college. But there it is. And then there's Misha, who has nothing wrong with her. I'm brought out of my rather morbid musings by the appearance of Rin near the entrance to the bleachers. You came. Of course, I said I would, didn't I? Is this the same dialogue we've seen? No, it's not. Interesting. That doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow, though. Lots of people say things and don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored of our conversation. She turns on her heels and heads back towards the stands. I owe Emmy money now. Why's that? I didn't think you'd show up. Emmy did. So I owe her 500 yen. That's a pretty average-sized bet. I was about to say small, but then I'm like, well, no, I made $5 bets all the time in high school. It's pretty normal. You two bet an awful lot, don't you? Another shrug from my armless companion. I don't think so. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upward. Up there. I came out to see if you'd come. For the bet, I presume. Rin leads the way, and soon we're settled down on an almost empty bench. There's an older woman sitting next to Rin, someone's mother, I assume. She's got rather long hair done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar-seeming grin. Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Huh? Snack? I wondered why I was down there. Woman laughs again in a way that seems familiar. Where have I seen her before? In the other route! Woman with braid. Yeah, she's just called woman with braid. In the other route, Hasao. Remember, unlock your memories of the other timelines. Doki Doki Literature Club it. Unlock the secrets. It's all in the code. Search for it. Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Meiko. Oh god. Meiko Ibarazaki. Fuck, I hate that. That's a Ibarazaki. It's not that bad to pronounce, actually. Emi's mother. Pleased to meet you. Why would you say Emi's mother? Why would you assume I know who Emi is? I haven't said I know her yet. Grander out after clearing all heroin routes where... I love those. It's fine. I love when games do that. When visual novels do that. The crazy shit that only happens when you've done all the other routes. There. Well, that explains it. She's like a taller, older, and better endowed Emi. I mean, yeah, I guess. Apart from her hair being a darker shade than Emi's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Sorry, I'm Sao. Hisao. And really, you don't have to apologize for not introducing... What? Yourself, Miss Ibarazaki. It's really Rin's job in this situation, isn't it? Better endowed. I mean... She is. But... maybe those hips are alright. I don't know. It's kinda... I don't know. Emi's hips don't look that crazy in her sprite either, but then, as you're about to see in the CG coming up, she is... Whew! Hisao Boob Man confirmed. Didn't we confirm he was an ass man? What the hell's going on? Didn't we confirm that before? Or did we not? I guess, actually, judging by the CGs, I think the creators are boob people. I feel like the CGs focus on boobs a lot more than ass. I don't think there's any focusing on ass, is there? Maybe there was a Hanako one. Yeah, I don't think there's a single one that's been very ass focused. Sao doesn't do anal. Another laugh from Emi's mother. Zero fetish continuity immersion ruined. I can't, maybe I'm just wrong and remembering wrong, who knows. But yeah. I mean, the continuity was already... My immersion was already ruined by the lack of continuity ages ago. Like how in the Lily route, Hisao has a bathroom in his dorm, but in every other route, there's a public bathroom for the entire dorm. Which is the stand... That's... Yes, of course you'd have a bathroom for the entire dorm. You don't give every student their own fucking bathroom. That doesn't happen. That's not real. That doesn't happen. I don't even think a rich school would do that. Hisao doesn't do anal. Well, he probably... I don't think he has. I don't think he has in any of them. Look, the story is the entire existence of these characters. They don't exist outside of the story, so if they don't show Hisao doing anal, that means he's never done it. I take it you've not known Rin for that long, then. It's supposed not to expect her to remember something like that. She's got other things to think about, I assume. Yeah, she's thinking of something. Rin nods, seemingly pleased by this assessment. She's right. I was thinking about sunsets. You see? It's really up to us to make introductions and the like. For lack of any better response, I nod. Miss Ibarazaki leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, how long have you and Rin been dating? Oh, shit! Dude, the music stopping at that moment. And then just imagine, right, if when I clicked, a giant, like, crack appeared through the screen right there, and then, like, there was all this like whirly, spacey, wacy stuff in the crack, and then like more cracks appeared, and the Rin and Emmy timelines mixed together, and it became a sci-fi game. I don't know. Rin, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Pretty much. That actually is just Rin's entire character. I actually saw someone recently talking about the Rin route, and they were saying how they hate that, like, even in the good ending, the conclusion is just, you can't understand Rin. You're not allowed to understand her. She makes no sense. And I'm like, well, I mean, what? Did you want... Spilling milk? What? Spilling milk? Is this a reference I'm not getting? I found a book on Amazon called Spilled Milk, based on a true story. Paperback, released June 7th, 2013. What is this?
Book, SpongeBob, but I'm a bit more complicated than that. The inner machinations of my mind
are an enigma. Oh, I totally forgot about that part. Alright. I get it now. I totally forgot that happens right after it. Alright, that's on me. It's been a long... Oh, man, I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time. In any capacity, modern or classic. It's been a long time since I consumed the sponge. Response consists of silence as my brain suddenly lurches into gear, but just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother bursts into laughter again. You're a blusher, aren't you? I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. Maybe. This must be a new romance then, mustn't it? Wait, that's not the question that... Another laugh. I know, but it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry for giving older woman her amusements. Older woman. Consumed the sponge. Yeah, she doesn't look old. She doesn't look that old to me. Yeah, she doesn't. Clearly Emmy gets her useful features from her mother. What the hell? Emmy? Okay, look. I mean, Emmy's looking a little young, but she doesn't look that much younger than her actual age. Isn't she the youngest anyway in the game? I think she is. I think I read that somewhere. I suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. Yeah, look at them hips. Oof. 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 Look at that. They go out this fucking far? God damn. Anyway, I direct my attention to the track where they're preparing for the first sprint. Looks like the 400-meter dash. My eyes scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling with an almost cocky look on her face. The starter raises his pistol. Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. It's amazing, even though the other sprinters converge on the lanes closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, some of the other runners have caught up with her. Their efforts come to naught, though, since the final burst of speed from Emmy leaves them at least a half second behind. Missy Bizaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly, and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Let's see, who's coming in here? Ooh, you got bad foot placement there. See, the foot placement here was spot on. That's gonna get you the win. That's gonna get you second, I mean. I feel like she's actually gonna come third, because although she's closer, it looks like her foot's landed. So she has to, like, bring her whole body forward. She just has to, like, step out, swing that leg out. She's ready to swing that leg out, so she'll swing it out and it'll cross the finish line. Then maybe her, because she also looks like she's already kind of bringing her body forward from that step. So you're actually gonna come last. She looks like she's close to coming third, but she's actually gonna come fifth. I'm pretty sure. Emmy bounds off the track, looking pleased with herself. I cheer right along with the rest of them. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the result. Why just say what? It's a weird way to do it. I think she's gotten faster since the last time. That was incredible. Ibarasaki grins proudly. Emi's a heck of a runner. Full silent as the next event is being prepared. I'm surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Emi's mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. Well, you should break it up more. You gotta go right after the other? That's gonna let her down. From the look of things, she's right. Emmy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. Emmy is Sonic. And just never gets tired of running. I have note for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is this? It's a 200 meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100 meter, and the relay. You see. Once again, the pistol sounds, and once again, Emmy flies off the block. A thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's ridden foot. Seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they'd take very long to complete. Your foot. Your foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. And looks at me, quizzically. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. I just thought stuff like sports wouldn't interest you. I suppose you're right. Wah! I didn't mean to do that. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. It's pretty easy to follow, Sal. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyest very often. But here, you can. See? She directs my attention towards the track again, where the 100 meter dash is about to start. I watch Emmy closely. As she gets under the starting block, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. She runs fast and acts cocky. Yeah, I guess she is kinda. She doesn't have the 90s attitude, though. Rin, galaxy brain noises. Just like hear her brain like hum, like revving or like humming to life like a computer. Like a computer. Fucking hell. Can you tell I'm a nerd? It's like any normal person would be like a car. Revving up, that's a car. Me, I'm like, oh, it's a computer. Adjust the glasses. Computers. And I actually have glasses. And I'm actually wearing them right now. Because I'm a nerd. I can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. As the starter tells everyone to get set, her hands snap up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls upwards in what could be a grin and what could be... See, that's a Sonic... That is a Sonic face. That's a Sonic face right there. Look at that mouth. That's a Sonic mouth. When the pistols go off, it's as if she's been unleashed from a cage. Like she was always moving at the blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motionlessness. It's all over in a few seconds, but in those few seconds, I feel like I just witnessed something very personal for Emmy. As soon as she crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by a normal grin. The conquering general... What? Oh, the conquering general returning to his farm. Farm? His? Why can't you just say her? Amazing. She's really amazing. I've never seen anyone move that fast. Well, don't look at me. I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess all came from her father's side. The mention of Emmy's father, Miss Ibarasaki, looks wistful, almost sad. He got her into running, you know. Yeah, she told me. I'm uncertain as to whether or not it would be rude of me to ask about Emmy's father. What? Me to ask after Emmy's father? Fuck off. Why would you... I hate when... I know that's right, but I hate when people use after that way. But after that look on her face a few days ago, I feel compelled to ask. Especially if you're going to use after there. That's like just terrible. Where is her father now, if I may ask? Emmy's mother hesitates, clearly not willing to answer the question, but at the same time not wishing to appear rude. He isn't around anymore. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. Emmy just seemed a little sad when she mentioned him earlier. That's not surprising, considering. They were very close. I see. A beeping noise suddenly emanates from Miss Ibarazaki's pocket. Reaching into it, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it. Honestly, text messages? What is he, 16? Oh, nothing. I've got to go meet up with a friend of mine. Will you tell Emmy I'm very proud of her and that I'll call her later tonight? A friend? More like... You fuck buddy. I don't know. It's what's his name? Genji? Kenji? It's Kenji. She's gonna fuck Kenji. I'll admit that that's just every adult woman just goes out with him. I almost didn't notice that the relay is about to begin. When I look, I can't find Emmy. Thought that Emmy would be running the relay. She runs anchor. So she won't be running for a while yet. Ah. Did you see it? Huh? Emmy at our Emmyist? Maybe. Maybe this time. The race begins, and I cheer Emmy's teammates along as they pass the baton. Baton? I don't know. I think both are acceptable. Finally, I see Emmy sprinting onto the track to take the final handoff. Once again, I'm taken aback at by how graceful she looks when she runs. It really is beautiful. The look of determination and fearlessness on her face only adds to the picture. Emmy at her Emmyist, I suppose. But then, as she crosses the finish line, I see her stumble slightly. It's only barely, but it's a definite stumble. Rin inhales sharply and actually looks concerned for a second. Emmy. Did she hurt herself, do you think? You noticed it too? Must be bad. She frowns as if deciding on the next course of action. Eventually that proves to be too tiresome and she shrugs again. Well, let's go down. Gotta crown the victor. See if you can find a laurel branch. What? It's not gonna be easy. Rin shrugs. At least we tried. We tried. We did all we could. But hey, whatever. Emmy is surrounded by her teammates, all of them congratulating her on the run. Rin seems to be waiting for Emmy to notice that she's arrived. Oh yeah, I guess you can't exactly wave Emmy over. She just look at it, just blank face, she's just standing around. Like, I can't do anything. Then again, I'm not sure that Rin would do such a thing even if she had arms. Doesn't seem her style to draw attention to herself or to emote beyond shrugging. Either way, I'm not willing to wait, so I wave to Emmy, who looks up and grins happily at me, us. Hey, you showed up. Guess Rin owes me money, huh? Would have brought you a crown of laurels, but I didn't find one. Hey, neither did you. Wasn't my job to look. Yeah, come on, Asao. She couldn't pick him up even if she did find him. When did we sign jobs? When I said, see if you can find a laurel branch. Try to keep up. I shrug. Guess Rin's rubbing off on me. Seems it's my fault after all, Emmy. Emmy laughs at Rin and me. It's okay. I'm sure we'll make it up to, you'll make it up to me somehow. Sure. Good. So how'd I look? Stopped myself from burning out beautiful or amazing and settled for the substantially safer, very impressive. You should have said Emmyist. Emmy seems pleased with this assessment. I didn't mention how much more impressive her performance is given her lack of legs. I figure she knows that already. Besides, it seems like it would take away from her efforts, somehow. Great to hear. I was worried that I looked a little slow on the relay, but I guess I did fine, huh? Actually, I noticed Rin gigs me and keeps me from finishing my sentence. What was that all about? You noticed it, at the end. That's not good. Guess the nurse will look at it for me later. There's a carelessness in her voice, as if it isn't a big deal, but I suddenly notice a slight twitch on her face, like she's trying to hide the fact that she's in pain. It's then that I notice her breathing is a little shallow too. I guess she really is hurt. She must notice my concern because she skips up to me and gives me a friendly pat on the shoulder. Hey, you look a little worried. I'm fine, really. Just sore from all the running is all. And come on, a little pain isn't gonna stop me. Oh no? Emmy grins, and for a moment she looks like she did during her sprint. Fierce and unconquerable. Conquerable? Yeah. Or to put it another way, really beautiful. Please, Asao, she's always beautiful. Hasn't yet. Well then, I guess I shouldn't worry, huh? Damn right. I'm Emi Ibarazaki, fastest thing on no legs. I don't stop for anything. Impressive. Emi giggles and then seems to remember something. Oh, before I forget, Ren and I are going to do something next Sunday as a post-track meet celebration. You should come along. Normally we do it at the day after, but since the track meet was on a Sunday, I've got homework and class and all that stuff to take care of. Why didn't you do it yesterday, Emmy? Plus our morning run, of course. Right, of course. Oh, right, your mum wanted to say she's proud of you. She'll call you later tonight. I thought I saw her in the stands. I'm glad she made it. Used to be my dad who showed up to my meets, but Mum's done a pretty good job of taking over. Oh my god, this is shaking out the spread. She shivers slightly, and I realize that she's still a little sweaty. The breeze has started to blow too. I'm not cold at all, and I've got my jacket with me, so without a word, I throw it around her shoulders. Amy jumps slightly, and then grins at me. Hey, thanks. It's getting a little cold, I guess. Yeah, it looked like it. Just as I begin to wonder whether or not giving Emmy my jacket could be taken the wrong way, a boy in a track uniform approaches. Hey Emmy, you're gonna miss the medal ceremony. Oh yeah, thanks. She turns to Rin and myself. Don't just stick around for this part, it takes forever. Besides, you should get cracking on your homework now if you don't want to be up late, Hazel. Morning run tomorrow, and don't forget. How could I? Good point. I mean, it's spending time with me after all. That is true. With this, she waves quickly and dashes off to receive her medals, or whatever they pass off as a medal these days. What the fuck is that comment? Rin and I head away from the track. Rin remaining... I keep right-clicking. I think it's because of my new mouse. It's a lot lighter, so it's really easy to click the key. Really easy to click in, and so if I accidentally let my index finger relax a little too much, it'll accidentally press down on the right key. Rin remaining deep in whatever thoughts she has for most of the walk back to her dorm. As I see her off, she speaks up. Probably not getting that coat back, I think. I'm sure I'll get it back eventually. Interesting. Take it as it comes, huh? Very Emmy-ish. With this odd statement, she turns and heads into the building. Honestly, was it that big a deal? Emmy was cold and, unless I'm mistaken, in pain. Giving her a solution to at least one of those problems seems like an obvious reaction. Though I guess there's a chance I could lose my jacket if Emmy never remembers to return it. I guess Rin has a point. Still, I can't bring myself to muster much worry over the whole thing. After all, it's been getting warmer lately. I don't need a jacket. Odd, I think I used to be a little more responsible with my stuff. Emmy-ish, huh? Maybe that's not really a bad thing. Man, you spend a lot more time checking out with the nurse in this one. I guess it's because you're actually fucking exerting yourself regularly. By being with the Emster. You haven't been forgetting to take your medication, have you? I'm catching a little murmur. You should take it easy for a few days. Nurse's words hurt me far more than the exhaustion of the morning run ever could. Take it easy for a few days. I know I should have kept quiet. I keep my eyes on the floor, feeling like a complete idiot. Because I hadn't been remembering to take my medication. I've been rushing out of my room to get to the track before Emmy. Now, the track meet a few days ago, I felt inspired. So I've been running warm-up laps in the morning before Emmy shows up. Then today, while she and I were running, I felt a little pain in my chest. It was only slight, but it was only for a second, so I mentioned it to the nurse. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I kept running and finished just fine, so really it couldn't have been that bad. But I feel like I'm making excuses to the nurse. Why would you make excuses to a fucking nurse? Just listen to him, Sam. He's a fucking nurse. He knows your heart better than you. Moreover, why do I feel a need to justify continuing to run despite the pain? Really, it comes down to my being unwilling to concern Emmy, who seemed concerned anyway. I'm not sure how she was able to tell there was anything wrong, but she claims I stumbled a little. She's the one who insisted I tell the nurse, so now I feel bad for worrying her at all. Nurse is shaking his head ruefully while Emmy paces outside the room. So, I know it's difficult for you to get into a new routine, but if you don't want to find yourself in a lot of trouble, you're gonna have to try harder. You can't afford to forget your pills, and you can't push yourself too hard. But if I don't push... but if I don't push myself, how will I improve? I don't know where that came from. The nurse seems to have an idea. Now, where have I heard that before? He laughs and pats me on the shoulder. He's becoming Emmy! His cell's getting infected by the Emmy-ness. She's rubbing off on you, I guess. His expression changes again, and he's back in serious mode. Look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't push yourself. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be taking your medication, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't stop it if your chest starts to bother you. I prefer not to have any fatalities while I'm on staff here. No, not after last time. Not after the last one, Sal. We can't lose another. A bit of a lofty goal to be sure, but I'm always up for a challenge. Hate to admit it, but I think he's right. I've got to remember to take my medication. Yeah, come on, that's the least you can do. You're right. I'm sorry to worry you. Who's worried? You're a smart kid, right? I know you can be responsible, Sal. A situation like yours, you've got to learn to be responsible fast. I know. His expression suddenly becomes devious. I suppose you're starting to enjoy your runs with Emmy then, eh? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, why did I do that? Yeah, they've really been helping me. I mean, until today, I was feeling a lot more healthy. Plus, it's really impressive to see Emmy run. Did you see her at the track meet? She was incredible. Nurse nods, grinning all the while. That she was, Sal. I watched her first couple of races before I had some business to take care of, but she told me all about it. Kinda you to lend her your jacket, by the way. Huh? Oh yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'd honestly forgotten all about that. I still haven't gotten it back. Rin was right! The nurse gets a smile that makes me feel like he's just made a joke. Not to you, but Emmy certainly appreciated it. I know she appreciates you running with her in the mornings. This one catches me off guard a little. Sure, she mentioned that it's easier to keep to a schedule with an extra person, but I didn't think that I was doing her a favor at all. I thought she was doing me the favor of helping me follow the doctor's orders. She tries harder when you're around. If there's someone else running with her, she's gonna push herself more. And she tries even harder when you're around because, well, it's you. Her boyfriend! What the heck does that mean? Oh, he'd love to know, wouldn't you? What the fuck? Doc, you told me the thing. Of course, what? You can't then just be like, oh, wouldn't you like to know? Yeah, I fucking would. He laughs in the style of evil megalomaniacs. Jesus Christ. No, seriously, it's because you're a friend. If Rin ran with her, I'm sure she'd do the same. Well, probably. But that's not the point. The point is, you're helping her even if you don't know you are. And she was grateful for that, even if she never says it. What do you mean, even if she never says it? Emmy doesn't talk a lot, but she and I have known each... But she and I have known each other long enough that I can read her most of the time. I'll admit it, I have no idea what he's talking about. Emmy always seemed pretty talkative to me. I see. Then I suddenly realized that he's been rambling and stops talking, looking a little embarrassed. Anyway, you don't have to stop your morning exercise. Just walk the track instead of running for a few days, let things calm down. Take your damned medicine. Well, as I exit the office, bumping straight into Emmy. Whoops, sorry about that. Are you okay? What did the nurse say? Do you need to go to the hospital? Oh my gosh, it was my fault, wasn't it? I've been pushing you too hard, haven't I? I'm a horrible person. The words pour forth like a torrent. She's really agitated. I didn't expect her to be as concerned about me, to be honest. Gotta calm her down, but how the hell do I do that? I do the only thing I can think of. I give her a hug. Emmy tenses up slightly, so I pat her head in what I hope is a reassuring manner. Hey, settle down. I'm fine, okay? No worries. I feel Emmy's body relax as I continue to assure her I'm fine. Her arms wrap around me as if she's trying to confirm that I'm not about to fall over dead. I catch a whiff of her hair. It smells like sweat, or how adrenaline should smell. It's the scent of activity. The scent of activity. And a hint of strawberry. From a shampoo, I suspect. Probably a sour. Hang on. Alright. I just need to remember my medicine, that's all. Don't worry about it, it's not your fault. You sure? Voice is muffled, mostly because at the moment her face is pressed into my chest. Yeah, I'm sure. I just need to take it a little easy for the next few days. It suddenly occurs to me how close the two of us are. It also occurs to me how nice being this close feels. I can feel Amy's heartbeat calming down, and I have to resist the urge to rest my chin on the top of her head. Fucking midget. Wow, you're really gonna talk about how close you are and not mention the feeling of her chest? Come on, man. That's anime 101 right there. You gotta show the little chest pushing into you. You really had me worried there, Sal. Emmy, you gonna come in here anytime soon? Oh, I'm sorry, was I interrupting? Two of us spring apart as if the other just caught on fire. Emmy brushes her hair back nervously and laughs. Of course not. Sal failed anime class. Honestly, he kinda did. Of course not. I'll see you later, okay? Oh, and Sal. Take your damn medicine. This last phrase is punctuated by a punch to the shoulder. Yeah, I'll remember. See you later. Ness smiles again like he's in on some joke I don't know about and waves to me as I head for my room, feeling a burning in my cheeks. I need a shower. A cold one. If the thoughts running through my head now are any indication, she was really soft. Hell yeah. Girls do be soft. My pills are waiting for me when I make it to my room. I swallow them without a second thought. I don't know why I didn't think of waiting until after the runs to take them. For some reason, I figured it was, I figured it was when I woke up, or not at all. But no, they only need to be taken every 24 hours. The exact time of day doesn't factor into it. My thoughts drift back to the hug in the hallway. It's weird. You'd expect someone to smell foul after a run, but for some reason, Emmy smelled right. That tinge of sweet just seemed to fit her. Sweet? Sweat, right? Yeah, sweat. I really need that shower. Xiao needs to calm the fuck down. Strange that it feels so natural for me to go up to the roof these days. I never would have done such a thing at my old school. In those days, I liked to eat alone. No, that's not quite true. Though I liked to sit alone, I also liked to watch people. I always figured that was the sort of person I was, but it appears I was wrong. Then again, I also thought I was the sort of person who had a normal heart, so there you have it. I don't know myself that well. Now I'm on the roof so that I can have lunch with a couple of people. And they're both girls, which is even stranger. Oddly enough, I feel closer to Emmy and Rin than I felt to anyone at my old school. Somehow, I get the feeling they'd at least visit me if I wound up in the hospital. Hey, let's not bash Iwanako too much. She did visit you. You're the one that fucked up by not giving her a reason to keep coming. I focus on the view from the roof, banishing such thoughts from my head. There's a light breeze blowing and the sun is shining high in the sky. The sky itself is a deep blue with hardly a cloud in it. It's gotten pleasantly warm, and as I sit down to wait for my friends, I close my eyes and enjoy the feeling of the sun seeping into my skin. Reminds me of my dog. My dog loves sitting in the sun. It's so funny. Doesn't really happen at my new house because the backyard's bigger, but at my old house, just the way like our house was in relation to the sun and the house next to us, in the morning the sun would be like rising kind of at a diagonal from the front of our house, like to the right. If you were in front of our house facing away from the house, it was like diagonal to the right, kinda. And so in the backyard, it would have like if you were looking into the backyard, it would have like a right angle coming through, being partly blocked by the house, and then also being partly blocked by the house next to us on the left if you're looking at the backyard from in the house. And so it's like a beam of light coming through before the sun reaches like the top, and then it just shines down on all the backyard. And so as the sun's rising, the beam of light would be like in the backyard, and it would like move slightly to the left, to the left, to the left, until eventually the sun's high enough that it covers the whole backyard. And it was always funny because my dog would move like with it. Like she'd be sitting And she was like just big enough that if she was like curled up into a circle, she would just fit in the beam almost perfectly. Like any bigger, and part of her would be in the shade. So she like just fit in the beam of light, and then this it would move a little, and like, so then part of her would be covered by shade, and then eventually she'd get up and she'd move to the new spot, and get out, and she'd just move with the sunlight as it moves, just catching them rays. But now the backyard is so big that she can pretty much just sit anywhere and get the sun. Voices intrude upon the... What? Intrude upon the edge of hearing. Seems to have fallen asleep on us, Rin. Maybe he's faking to lull us into a false sense of security. Why would he do that? No idea. Still, you make a good point. We should kick him or something to make sure he's really asleep. Huh? What? Emmy looks over me like a short girl... what? Oh, Emmy looms over me like only a short girl can, peering at me intently. Oh, you're awake. I guess we didn't have to kick you then. Let's kick him. Besides, Rin, why would I need to sleep to lull you into a false sense of security? You already have that. Everyone does in modern times. Everyone's like, oh, I'm inside my house and laws exist. No one will ever kill me. But, you know. I mean, it's really easy to kill someone, honestly. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, it's illegal to do that. But you just, like, it'd be so easy to just, if it was someone with, like, you know, that you had no relation with, and you're just walking down the street, just walk past someone, just whip out a knife and stab him. It'd be pretty easy to do, honestly. Security is modern day people's greatest weakness. Murderer Eira rises. No, look, I'm just saying. The security that people feel with the way the modern world is constructed makes it pretty easy, which is why, you know, mass murders and shit like that do happen. You just rock up to a place and do it. No one's constantly thinking about the danger of every single person around them. That's gonna be used in court. No, look, there's not gonna be any court case. There's no court case, alright? Nothing's gonna happen. There's not gonna be any situation, alright? There's not gonna be a court case. We'll be fine. We're fine, honestly. Don't worry about it. Although if I do murder someone, maybe this will show up in court. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do that, so I should be fine. Was it part of your master plan? Yes, Rin, it was. Now I will murder someone. No, I don't know. What are you talking about? They can hear me. Emmy shrugs, her twin tail bouncing with emotion. I'm not sure either. Hell yeah, bouncing twin tails. Let's go. Must be pretty tired to fall asleep out here. Well, it's pretty comfortable, I suppose. She plops down next to me and begins to eat. Rin sits opposite from the two of us, a move which only makes me more aware of the girl sitting next to me. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear Rin did it on purpose. I concentrate on my food, trying to tune out the majority of the conversation that Rin and Emmy are having. Despite my best efforts, however, I still find myself glancing over at Emmy whenever she speaks. I notice how she purses her lips when she's thinking about something, squinting slightly as if that were... What? Oh, as if that would improve her thinking ability. Rin says something that makes Emmy laugh, and I notice, perhaps for the first time, how she laughs with her whole body rocking back and forth, head thrown down, what? Oh, head thrown back, almost like she's about to fall over. I probably look like a creep. It's about this time that I realize Emmy's looking at me, her voice raised slightly, so she probably just asked me a question. Huh? Sorry, kinda zoned out for a moment there. Emmy rolls her eyes with, while a slight quirk? What? Slight quirk of the eyebrows, the only sign that Rin's even paying attention. Can you, what? Can you use quirk that way? A sudden twist, turn, or curve. Alright, I guess you can. Weird. I've never seen quirk used that way. Learning words of Eira. No, look, I know the word quirk. I just didn't know you could use it that way. Like, look, if we, okay, let's get it back up. Get it back up. Quirk. Yeah, look, a peculiar aspect of a person's character or behavior. I knew that. A strange chance occurrence. I knew that. An acute hollow between convex or other moldings. I didn't actually know that one. And then... yeah, there's a sudden twist, turn, or curve, and then you can use it as a verb, which is just, yeah, move or twist suddenly. Especially to express surprise or amusement. I guess that verb is actually the better definition. Hold up. I got a question. Here we go. Look at this. What happened here? What happened here? What happened here? What happened? What happened here? Why was quirk suddenly all the rage in the like 1840s? It dropped and then it's just like been rising almost consistently over time. That's weird. But why? What happened here? What happened? Why did everyone suddenly start using quirk again? It was like on the downfall. The series deserves a learning words of Eira compilation after it's done. That'd be hard. I could make that though. That was the age where being a kind of quirky girl was popular. No, what? That was like here or here, wasn't it? I don't know. White girls have always been like, I'm quirky. See, this is the period, and then they said random. Like, I'm so random, haha, lol. Funny random, haha. I'm such a random person. I'm a weirdo. I'm a weird person. Okay, so 19th century quirky. Why? Why is it so high here? I don't understand. What's with this really quick shoot up and then just as fast drop? Almost. It tapers off a bit and then drops fully. And then since then, it's just been on the rise. What happened? I'm actually seriously curious about that. That's so weird. Studio Quirk? Maybe? No. Probably not. Oh, well, that's, Twitter porn. Anyway. 19th century quirky. Oh, quirky. Art thou a quirky maiden? Art thou a quirky maiden? Oh god, that's terrible. Emmy, art thou a quirky maiden? Oh, that's that's so bad. Oh, that's like the cringiest fucking thing ever. What the fuck? What is this? That's that. What's this? Oh, look at that. I don't know why I have this here, but I do. Just looking at my OBS. Okay, I need to go to the toilet, so I actually am gonna activate the short break. This one. There you go. Alright. Move it like under there. There we go. That works. Quirky bathroom break, guys. Now it's time for the quirky break. Wow. Quirky question of the day. Alright, I'll be back soon. Won't be too long. Hopefully. Back from my quirky bathroom break. That took a bit long, but that's because I actually had to, like, you know... Alright, I said, did you get the career survey and you... Blah, 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 blah. I said, did you get a career survey in your class too? You know, one of those, what do you want to do after high school things. Had to quirky quack. Stop. We can't just add quirky to everything. I don't think so. Maybe we'll get one tomorrow. What are you gonna put down? That's a really good question. I guess I always figured I'd go to college after high school, but I've no idea what I'd do once I got there. And with the heart attack and all, I'd really been concentrating on each day as it came, rather than making long-term plans. Suppose I can safely start planning ahead again. I've always liked having at least a vague plan of my future. For my future. So it'd be nice to come up with one again. Of course, that doesn't change the fact that right now, I've got absolutely no clue. I was kind of assuming I'd figure it out in college. That I would just become a salary man. That's pretty popular. I mean, actually, yes. I was, yeah, no. I was almost like, no, but people don't like it. And then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, popular doesn't mean liking. It just means knowing. So in this case, it'd just be doing. But do I really want to? That's a tough question. I guess I don't really want to do anything. You don't sound very excited about that one, do you? She laughs as she says this, and I'm caught up in her laugh again. Who moves like that when they laugh? It's so girlish, high and giggly, like a, well, pardon the cliche, like a babbling Jesus, dude. It bubbles out of her, starting in her belly and working its way up to her throat. I can't help but laugh myself, it's infectious. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty unhappy with the salary man idea. But to be honest, I haven't given much thought to the future recently. I suppose that these days, I've been more concerned with living one day at a time. Amy considers this for a moment and grins. Blah, why do I keep right-clicking? It's a pretty good idea, so I just wrote down pirate. She's gonna steal anime! I'm momentarily stunned, then I start laughing. I stop myself and manage to gasp out a question. You're not actually serious, are you? Amy looks mock offended. Well, I've got the legs for it already, so I just kind of figured. Even Rin seems amused by this. Just you wait, I'll be the terror of the high seas. I'll show you woe. I've even been working on my pirate voice. She only springs up and begins swaggering up and down the rooftop shouting orders. Yar me hearties, give him a broadside with the long guns. Wear their guts for garters. Do you even know what that means? An unexpected interruption stops Emmy in her tracks. Not really, but it's all in the delivery. The ringing of the bell prevents her from demonstrating her point further. Emmy dashes off immediately, leaving Rin and myself alone on the roof. Rin stares at me intently for a few moments. Is there something wrong? Rin considers the question closely. What? Closely for a moment? How? It's a question. After a lengthy pause, she shakes her head. Nope. Oh, why the staring then? Rin shakes her head again. Nope, I don't get it. Get what? The staring thing. You two seem to, but I don't. Great, she saw me staring. Now she probably thinks I'm a pervert or something. Actually, probably not. This is Rin we're talking about after all. Still, I feel the need to defend myself. I wasn't staring. I was just tired. Rin actually snorts at this, but she doesn't say anything. And really, I was just distracted is all. Eager to end this conversation, I head back down to class. Oh my god, I haven't... like... The sun pink, like, it shocked me first. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I got very used to more normal colors being on screen. I'm greeted by the two specters of Shizuna and Misha, looking like they mean business. Why? I was just examining for a lengthy period of time. Indeed. Well, Shizuna looks like she means business anyway. Misha just looks like she's about to start laughing at any minute. Up on the roof again, Hick-chan. You know that's dangerous, don't you? Yeah, you could fall off and die while having a manly picnic. That's right. The school cannot be held responsible for any injury that comes from being up there, you know. Furthermore, we could report you for breaking the rules. She leans in and whispers conspiratorially. But we won't, Hick-chan. You three are too cute together. Straightens up again, laughing at my sun blush. I'm not gonna win. You're too easy to cheese, Hick-chan. Hey, come on. I'm still new here, sort of. Isn't it mean to pick on the newcomer like this? Nope. It's to help you get acclimated to your new surroundings. Ah, I see. Well, do you have to be so overzealous about it? Yep. Ah, that aside, Hick-chan, we were looking for you this morning, but you weren't in your room. Of course I wasn't. I was out for my morning exercise, or here in class, bright and early. Unlike you. Shizuna looks peeved and a beat later, so does Misha. Or she tries to, at any rate. That was because of student council business. You should be grateful that we worked so hard for you. Oh, I am. So, what did you need me for? Not another attempt to rip me in to do that dirty work, I hope. We had to give you something, but since you went around, we dropped it off in your room. Something? Like what? Oh, you'll find out when you get back, Hick-chan. Wahaha. Muto entering the room ends our conversation, and we head to our seats. It's only after I've settled down at my desk and the teacher started talking about something or other that something odd strikes me. What did it even mean, you two seem to? Was Emmy staring at something too? For a brief moment, I considered the possibility that Emmy was staring at me the way I was staring at her. Of course, that's ridiculous. Still, I can't deny that I wouldn't mind if it were true. Big if true. But it's best not to think of that. I need to get my hopes up. Come to think of it, when did I start having hopes like that anyway? Shaking my head in an attempt to clear it and focus on the lesson. Oh shit, we're gonna get a Kenji scene? This whole way is the Kenji hallway. After class, I make my way to my room. Muto really piled on the homework today. There he is! Before I could open my door, however, I'm suddenly intercepted by Kenji, who has just exploded out of his own room in a flurry of papers. Hey, we need to talk. This rooftop shenanigans of yours, man. They've got to stop. What? You're running around on the rooftop with the limbless wonders. They're women, man. You'll get yourself killed running around like that. What the hell? Limbless wonders. Okay, how does he... We got some continuity errors here, boys. Immersion ruined. If you remember in the Rin route, you introduce Kenji to Rin, and Kenji's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And, like, meets her and, like, doesn't notice that she's a boy, but in this... I mean, doesn't realize that she's a girl. Thinks she's a boy. But in this route, he apparently just knows her and knows that she's limbless. Alright, fair enough. But, man, you get yourself killed running around like that. I don't follow. Kenji sighs and adjusts his glasses before what could be understood as an attempt at explaining himself patiently. Look, we're friends, so I'm telling you this for your own good. But if I were gonna... Oh my god. But if I were gonna kill someone, I'd do it by throwing them off the roof and making it look like an accident. Surely not. Surely not. Are they... No way. Surely not. Is that meant to be like a hint that that's what's happening in that route? Because they make you think it's an accident. Surely not. If it is, that's crazy. That's crazy to hide a little tidbit like that in the... Oh my god. I mean, it could just be... I'm sure it's just meant to make you think, oh, could it be? Maybe, but... Oh my god. That's actually... That's insane. That's... Oh my god. That's a crazy tidbit. Big if true. Actually big if true. And if I've thought of it, you can be sure they've thought of it too. They're crafty, almost as crafty as I am. I see. Good. I'm glad we had this chat. Lend me 500 yen. I'm sorry? I need to get a drink, man. I've been inside all day and the tap water's been compromised, as I'm sure you know. Yeah, of course. I heard all about it. So I need to stock up on something canned. Got it? But to do that, I need 500 yen. What kind of stock are you gonna get? That's gonna get you like 2 cans. And since I've just saved your life with my timely advice, you can at least spare me 500 yen. You know, if it'll make him go away, 500 yen is a bargain. Hand the money over to Kenji, who nods in thanks and dashes off down the hallway, but not before he locks his door. What an exhausting person. I'd better go in case he changes his mind. But yeah, no, that's insane. That basically implies that you got fucking murdered by Kenji. That's nuts. They're turning the frogs feminist. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit! It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. Whew. That was a close one. Sorry about that. Sorry for the yelling. I went to pour myself a drink, and as I took the lid off the bottle, the lid like fell onto the ground, and that's why I was like, oh shit, oh shit. And then as I leaned down to pick up the lid, my other hand leaned out and smacked the bottle, and it almost tipped over, and that's why I was like, oh shit. That's why I like yelled. Luckily I stopped it. Not a single drop got out, but that would have been a fucking disaster if I spilled the bottle all over my desk and everything. God, I would have had to end stream and spend like a fucking hour making sure everything was okay and clean. Would have been a massive pain in the ass. Alright, anyway. As I close the door, my heel taps against something lying on the floor. It's brightly coloured rectangular paper. This must be the something Misha mentioned before. Probably a student council leaflet she slid under the door. However, when I pick it up, I find that I couldn't have been more wrong. Someone actually wrote me an old-fashioned handwritten paper letter. Oh, is it Iwanako's letter? Does it... Oh, Act 2? Am I crazy? Did it... I feel like every time it happens, I go, did it happen this early? So maybe it does always just happen Act 2, and for some reason I always forget that it's Act 2, but... It feels super early. Yet as unlikely as the prospect of receiving one sounds, this is definitely a letter I have in my hands. I was planning on finishing my homework, getting some dinner, and going to bed in order to be ready for tomorrow's morning rounds. However, the letter has naturally caught my interest. I sit at my desk to examine it properly. Yep, it sure is. It's the first piece of mail I've received here at Yamaku, so I'd feel special even if it wasn't something as rare as a handwritten letter. I feel like I think this is normal. Because, like, every route since the Shizune route, I've been like, oh, it's a bit early to be getting the letter. No, I think it must just always happen in Act 2, because I feel like I say it's too early every time. What caused me even more trepidation is the name of the sender, written neatly on the back of the envelope. Iwanako. I have no idea why she would write to me. I haven't been in contact with anyone from my old school since I transferred, and Iwanako is the last person I'd expect to want to write me a letter. The last time I saw Iwanako was terribly awkward, embarrassingly so. She came to my hospital room, peeled me an apple out of courtesy, and then we practically sat in silence for half an hour. She said goodbye and didn't look me in the eye when she closed the door. It might have been a natural end to the series of visits that were probably pretty painful for both of us. Every time she visited me in the hospital, I wanted to talk to her, but something stopped me every time. Every time that I didn't speak made the next time even harder. She looked so guilty that I didn't want to say anything that might upset her, and I never could figure out the right words to say. I think Iwanako blamed herself for my heart attack. That's ridiculous, of course, but knowing it and believing it were two different things. I told her that I wasn't her fault. She nodded, and I really think she understood that if it hadn't been that, then sooner or later something else would have made my heart give out. Yet she looked so hopelessly sad every time she opened the door and entered my room. So I never managed to say the things I wanted to say. In the end, that might have hurt her even more. Carefully, I opened the envelope and drew out the folded letter from within. Dear Sal, how are you? I hope you are well and happy at your new school. Everyone here misses you. Almost. Is this the same letter every time? I just don't know. I say this every time as well. Like, oh, is it the same? Can I skip it? Almost all of our second year class got put together in class 3-1 for the final year. Yeah, I think that's exactly the same. Men among the third year seems to be very anxious about the final exams. Even though they are so far away, the teachers are badgering us about it all the time. Even older Mr. Tachibana, who is, by the way, our homeroom teacher this year. Would you believe it? I was sure he'd retire after our second year, but here he is, nagging everyone about studying for exams. I think things like this, things like that, are the main reason why the mood among the third years is so nervous. I must admit that I'm somehow losing confidence in myself as well, even though I've always fared reasonably well in exams. It's so weird to think that we are already seniors, isn't it? Time has really flown past. I wonder where it went. The new first years seem so young and somehow really innocent. I keep wondering if I was like them in my first year. I've been feeling nostalgic like this for the whole first trimester. There are other things I want to say. I'm writing to you because I felt that there are things I should have said after the incident back in winter. I really regret that I wasn't able to say them in person, and I have no excuse for it. Yeah, I think I've had quite enough of this. I crumple up the sheet of paper and toss it across the room. My aim is off, so the letter rolls under the nightstand instead of going into my wastebasket. That was an apology for abandoning me, except I don't know that I really need it anymore at this point. The hospital seems like a lifetime ago, and here, now, I've got other things on my mind. Emmy, for starters. It wasn't great to be abandoned during my stay, but it's not something I'm worried about anymore. In fact, I haven't any blah blah blah. In fact, I hadn't even thought about the hospital in what feels like forever until this letter came in. It's almost annoying to have received it. I've got exams to study for myself. I have no time for the past. Now about that homework. So what's the plan for today anyway? I'm waiting patiently in the hallway of the girls' dormitory just outside of Emmy and Rin's rooms. Emmy is apparently helping Rin with getting dressed. I suppose that makes perfect sense, as I have no idea how Rin would get dressed otherwise. Picnic. Picnic? That's what I said. Sounds pretty exciting. I know, right? And choose this moment to make an observation. This guy seems threatening today. Actually, I noticed that too on my way over. Despite the sunshine of the early morning, the afternoon seems to have taken a turn for the gloomy. There's a heaviness to the air as well that usually heralds a rainstorm. Wonder if I should have brought my umbrella. Are we gonna get? They're gonna be on the picnic. They're gonna rain. We're gonna run for cover, and then we're gonna get a wet shirt. Emmy, CG, calling it now. She's got a point. Emmy, you sure that you still want to risk getting caught in the rain? I don't even know why I bothered asking. Emmy pops out of Rin's room into the hallway, looking shocked that I'd even suggest cancelling our plans. Of course. What? The threat of rain's supposed to stop me? Can't help but grin at her belligerent response. It's almost like she's daring the rain to come. If Mother Nature were walking down the street, I think Emmy would probably start a fight with her, or at the least challenge her to a race. In fact, Emmy seems almost aggressively cheerful today. Rin wanders out into the hallway, looking her usual self. Well then, are we ready to go? I'm ready. Rin nods and says a single word. Basket. Big pardon? The basket in Emmy's room. You should carry it. Emmy claps her hand to her mouth, embarrassed. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot all about it. Nice save, Rin. Nice to save you. Emmy darts back into her room and emerges with what looks like a very well-stocked picnic basket. As she hands it over to me, I note that it feels heavy enough to be one... what? I note that it feels heavy enough to be one, too. Good lord, how much food did she pack? More to the point, where'd she get the money for all of this? So, we set to head out? Yep. And he gives another nod, and we head out to the dormitory. Head out of? Yeah, out of the dormitory. I can't help but frown when I notice how grey the sky's gotten in the 10 minutes I was inside. This is like a flashback. This is like, it's like the same grayscale they use. Still, Emmy does not seem concerned by such petty concerns as the color of the sky. She's positively skipping as we walk, which reminds me. Where are we going? This brings Emmy up short, and she shoots me an embarrassed look. You know, I hadn't really thought of that. What do you think, Hisao? Well, there's the spot where we ate during the festival, but it might be nice to leave the campus for a while. However, I'm not sure if there's any good places to do that in town. Just as I'm about to open my mouth, Rin unexpectedly interjects with a suggestion. There's a park in town near the art shop. Great idea, Rin. Totally forgot all about that place. Oh, is this the park we went to at the Hanako ending, and also where Akira told us about her going back to her town or whatever? Cries averted. Do you know how to get there, Rin? Rin shrugs. It's pretty likely. Good enough for me. I'd prefer knowing for sure, but what the hell. Lead on, Rin. The three of us quickly make our way off campus and take the road down into town. The basket's a bit heavy. I hope that the park is close by. We pass the art supply store, Rin slowing our pace slightly as we go by. Amy notices Rin's change of pace and stops. You want to go in, Rin? Rin shrugs. Nothing I need. Are you sure? There's a slight flutter of a smile on Rin's face, quickly replaced with her usual expression. Life's uncertain, but on this at least, I am pretty sure. Nice of you to offer. It's not like I'm the one carrying the basket, but I bet Sao wouldn't have minded anyway, right? Oh, of course not. This is hardly a heavy load. I flex for emphasis. Amy stifles a snort of laughter by pointing to the park at which we've suddenly arrived. Oh, I remember this place. Ran into you here that one time, didn't I, Rin? Rin's eyebrows raises slightly. Maybe. I'm unwilling to say for certain one way or the other. What are you, a politician? Memory's a tricky thing, you know. Well, I'll be. We made it in one piece after all. The sun's still nowhere to be seen, but neither Emmy nor Rin seem to mind. Hey, there's new CG. Found a spot to sit in the grass, and I set the basket down gracefully. There's a surprising amount of food prepared. Maybe we were supposed to be joined by some of Emmy's teammates or something. I'm starving. Dig in. She checks the food as if she's had nothing to eat for years. Oh, yeah. I'm just reaching for the food myself when I feel the first drip of rain land on the back of my hand. Uh-oh. Looks like the weather's not going to cooperate with us after all. Yo, Emmy looks like she's about to murder someone. Emmy glares at the sky as if that alone will hold back the rain. I very nearly believe she can do it. It's one heck of a glare. It better cooperate. You hear me, Sky? Stop that raining right this instant. The sky doesn't seem inclined to listen to her, despite the commanding tone she's taken with it. Instead, the rain seems to increase, and wrinkles her nose in distaste at this turn of events. Regrettable. What do you mean? And shrugs. I couldn't paint this. I couldn't. What? Oh, I could paint this if I were out here. Shame to miss it. It is. But what? Oh, shame to miss it is all. She doesn't seem angry or annoyed about it. Just a little disappointed. Emmy laughs in response to Rin's comment. Guess we should have stopped in that art supply store after all, huh? The rain increases a little more. Offended that we haven't fled yet. Despite the warm temperature we've been enjoying, the rain is rather cold. I wish I'd brought my umbrella. Bro, thank God it's cold. You have no idea. Warm rain is the worst. I hate when it's warm and it rains. It makes me want to kill myself. Warm rain is so bad. It's like warm, like atmosphere. I mean, this doesn't seem like it's that bad because the sun isn't shining. But when it's like sunny and warm rain, it's like ugh, the worst in the world. Nothing worse than that. Nothing worse in the entire planet. Literally worse than cancer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Hey, we should probably head inside to keep dry. We're already pretty wet, Hisao. Yeah, but we can dry off this way and maybe wait out the storm. You don't want to catch a cold or anything, do you? Let me consider this for a moment. I can tell that part of her wants to stay out in the rain just despite the weather. Unfortunately for her, the weather hardly cares about what we do. Suppose you're right. Where can we go? I don't know an answer for that. The area is still pretty new to me. I guess I'm slowly getting used to the school itself. The surrounding town remains a mystery. All I know is the art supply store, and that's only because we just passed it. Fortunately, Emmy soon snaps her fingers in triumph. That's it. There's a tea shop nearby. Could have some tea and dry out, no problem. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Great, you know where it is. Have I not been to it in this route before? Damn, that's kind of crazy. Emmy nods, looking fairly confident. Sure do. I think. But it'll be an adventure either way, right? Adventure, huh? Well, I suppose we could use a little adventure. I think as long as we get out of the rain, I'll be happy. Picnic basket is, it's a little lighter now, at least. Lead on. Rin and I follow Emmy as she waves through the streets with something approaching confidence. Now left here. There, the Shanghai. Emmy beams triumphantly as she points to the tea shop. Seems fairly crowded inside, a symptom of the sudden rain, I'm sure. Welcome, can I? I'm surprised to find that our waitress is not... Yeah, I guess we have it in this route. Huh, that's weird. Usually you go in Act 1. Not going till Act 2. What a twist. I didn't even notice that we didn't go in Act 1. But yeah, usually you go by Act 1. Let me think. I don't remember the Rin route. I don't remember if you go in Act 1 for the Lily route. I know you go in Act 1 for the Hanako route, because the Hanako route ends in it. And I know you do for the Shizuna route, because you go with them. Yeah, in the Rin one you do, because, well... No, wait. Maybe you do in the Rin route? I can't remember. I'm surprised to find out that our waitress is none other than Yuko. She looks... I think you go in every route. Except the Emmy one. Because the dialogue would have to, like... Because there's the possibility that you go with Shizuna and Misha in Act 1, but then still don't end up on the Shizuna route. You can do that. So most routes would have to, like, weirdly account... like, have a different dialogue, even within their routes, based on if you did that part in Act 1. So I think only the Emmy route is where you don't, because the Emmy route is where you basically say no to everyone. She sure looks the part in her uniform. It's hard to believe this is the same librarian from our school. Does she work 2 jobs? I guess that must be it. Oh, it's you. Yuko seems to know Emmy. Emmy grins brightly, pleased to be remembered. Hey, Yuko. There you go. I didn't know you worked here too. Do I know you? You seem awfully familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen you in here. We met at the other job, at the Yamaku Library, remember? Her eyes widened in memory. Yeah, that's it. Nice to see you again. Oh no, this is bad. I should have remembered a customer's face. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Yuko goes from realization to panic in a split second, performing a series of high-speed bows. I narrowly avoid getting headbutted in the process. Whoa, hey, calm down. Listen, I wasn't a customer when we first met. In fact, I haven't even been to the Shanghai, so it's alright. Not the best display of logic, but it seems to relax her a little. Do you really think so? Yeah, I'm sure. Positive. Isn't that right, girls? Emmy has been watching this little drama unfold with considerable amusement. Yep, it sure is. Well, okay. So, Yuko, got room to seat us? Yuko nods and leads us to the corner booth, providing us with some small towels before taking our orders. What will you have? Cake, and some tea too, I guess. What kind of cake? I was about to say, what kind of cake? You can't just say cake. Surprise me. What? Yuko looks uncomfortable at the thought of surprising anyone, but she gives a nod and turns to it. You gotta have quite the range of taste to be okay with any cake. Like, there's so many different cakes and so many that have weird ingredients. Why would you... Like, what if you... Nah. So bold to go with surprise for a cake. Cake's like a barely... Cake's basically its own fucking food group, honestly. There's so many... Like... Cake is such a wide, like... range of stuff. There's so much that can be a cake. Anyway. And for you, I'll take a straw. My feet are all wet. Sorry? The drinking kind of straw. One, please. Yuko's obviously uncertain of what to think about this. She fiddles with her pen and stationery for a moment, looking like she's about to cry before turning in my direction. And you, sir? Just tea, I think. Everyone would probably yell at me if I ordered cake. Oh, come on, Asao. Don't let me be the only one with food. I feel like a pig. Just trying to eat healthy. Your orders, after all. Well, today's your day off. You can be healthy tomorrow. Well, then I suppose I will have some cake after all. You can seem slightly irritated that I'm changing my mind. What kind? You glance at Emmy and grin. Surprise me. Yuko sighs and nods. What a terrible order. Very well, your order will be outside. What a terrible weight to place on the... Yeah, 1 straw, 2 cakes, just any fucking cake, and a coffee. No, tea. It was a tea he ordered. What did Emmy get? I think also a tea. She got a drink as well. Despite the crowd, our order does indeed arrive quickly. Thanks, Yuko. Yuko nods in appreciation. What? This is a different guy than usual, isn't it? What? Different guy? Emmy must notice my confusion because she seems a little embarrassed. What? Oh, yeah, I guess he is. Oh, shit! This is my friend, Asao. We've met. Huh, small world. Well, let me know if you need anything. That Yuko takes off like a shot to... what? Oh, Yuko takes off like a shot to wait on some other tables, leaving me to ponder her comment. Different guy, huh? I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, he's pretty popular, so I've been told. It's probably that kid from the track team. This is stupid. I can just ask Emmy. So who's the other guy, huh? You got a secret lover or something? Emmy laughs again, only I get the feeling it's from nervousness as much as anything else. It's just the track team captain. He likes coming down here after practice sometimes. So if we have anything to discuss, I tag along. Sounds mighty suspicious to me. Oh, I see. I could let the matter drop, but I can't resist at least getting another dig in. So it is a secret lover. I knew it. Rin watches our play, seeming mindly amused before muttering something that I don't quite catch. Anyway. What? Huh? Rin jerks back from whatever our mind from wherever our mind wandered off to. Huh? What did you just say? Huh? No, before that. No idea. Oh well. Okay. I'll let the matter drop, but I can't help notice that Emmy seems relieved that Rin interrupted the conversation. Maybe I went a little too far. The conversation dies down for a moment as Emmy and I busy ourselves with cake. Mine is strawberry and surprisingly good. What the hell was that? Why did she, like, come closer as she fucking knife stabby noise? But when I actually hit that, she, like, zoomed in closer for a second. Emmy seems to think, so too, as she suddenly reaches over with her fork and steals a bit. Oh, I see, that's what was happening. Should have read the fucking dialogue. Thief. No, she's a pirate, Hisao. Pirate. There's a difference. Yeah, see? We're not on water. Oh no, but there's a lot of water outside, so it still works, right? Besides, you can have some of mine. I think it's cranberry or something. Should have asked for the strawberry. I like strawberries. I told you guys. I told you, there's too many types of cake. Feel free to help yourself to mine if you really must. For some reason, I feel compelled to add. Seeing as how you've already done it once and all. Emmy sticks her tongue out at me, but that doesn't stop her from appropriating my cake. I try some of hers as well. It's raspberry and pretty good. The rain's let up. It would appear that Rin is correct. Would appear? Good timing too. I finished my food and it looks like Emmy has as well. Well, we'd better pay and get a move on before it starts raining again. Takes a few minutes to get Yuko's attention, but we pay and get out pretty quickly. So do you want to return to the park? My jaw nearly drops. You kidding? It's probably gonna rain again. And the grass will be all wet. In fact, I think I just felt some raindrops. You may be right. Well, okay, I'll let you off the hook this time, but you owe me a picnic now, got it? I don't know if she's addressing me, Rin, or the both of us. Fine, fine. Hurry up, I wanted to get some laps in at the track, and it would be nice to do it without the rain. I thought this was your day off. Well... Emmy suddenly seems reluctant to explain herself. I need the practice. And I need to burn off that cake anyway. Why don't we get the feeling that she's leaving something out? You sure? It wasn't that much cake. No, it wasn't that much cake for you. I ate most of it. She's got a point there. She's going to meet the track meet guy. She's going to meet her boyfriend, secret lover. Offer to run with her. Hey, I'll run with you. I might as well, right? Emmy shakes her head empathetically. No, you won't, Hour. Rest is critical for you, remember? I won't allow you to push yourself too hard. I guess she's better at giving advice than taking it. Whatever you say, Emmy. I think it's probably best not to press the issue. As we approach the girls' dormitory, it starts to rain again. Emmy's expression sours slightly. Oh, man. Stupid rain. Hey, it'll let up soon enough. You can go running then, right? Emmy snorts, seemingly amused. I think I'm not gonna run in the rain. Well, you shouldn't. You could catch a cold. Emmy waves her hand airily. Ridiculous. I don't get colds. Because I'm an idiot. My immune system is far too strong for anything like that. I can't help but laugh. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, okay? My god, the bright clicking. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Oh, and for carrying the picnic basket. I'll bring it for lunch tomorrow. We can have our picnic on the roof. Sounds good to me. See you then. And he grabs the basket from me and shoots for the door. And gives me a sort of half nod and ambles inside as well. Damn, it's wet out here. Need to get back to my room and into some dry clothes. Soon in front of my door, but I am intercepted by the sudden appearance of Kenji, who appears to be carrying a stack of books. Hey man, give me a hand, would you? Huh? I was wondering why the Kenji music didn't start. The books are unceremoniously dumped into my arms as Kenji fumbles with his room key. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. If you went around, I'd have to keep my door unlocked, and that's just begging for trouble. Perfect opportunity to set up an ambush, or maybe just plant a bomb if they didn't want to get their hands too dirty. Probably don't. Afraid they'll break a nail or something if they have to stab me. Woman. Woman, am I right? Am I right, fellas? My mind thinks about digesting the verbal torrent that's just been unleashed, but elects to remain comfortably in the dark. Uh-huh. Anyway, where have you been, man? Could have used some help carrying these back from the library. I knocked on your door, but you weren't there. Oh, sorry. Not really. You appear to think I'm some kind of pack mule. I was out with Emmy and Rin. Kenji staggers back in shock. Looks like I just shot his dog if he had a dog. The limbless ladies again? What'd you do this time, man? Well, we wound up at the Shanghai. I'm prevented from continuing by the sudden exclamation of despair. The Shanghai? Why the Shanghai? No, man. You can't go to the damn Shanghai. It's the most dangerous place in the city. A veritable stronghold of the best agents. I know, I've met them. They'll stop at nothing to... Oh my god, my voice. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. If I hadn't turned off the mic and you would have heard those coughs, Jesus Christ, that was a bad one. Alright. My voice is like drying up. Oh, yep. Just on time. I checked the time, it's been 2 hours. Of course it has. That always seems to be when my voice gives out in these Katawa Shoujo streams. We'll go a bit longer because I took the long bathroom break. They'll stop for nothing to lull you into full sense of security, and then BAM! Hits the door for emphasis. World's gone, bus pass gone, identity fucking gone, man. Promise me you won't go there again. Seems so vehemently opposed to the idea of Shanghai that I'm willing to lie a little in order to get to my room. Sure, I won't go there again. Or at least I won't ever tell you that I've gone there again. This seems to mollify my bespectacled companion. Good. Sorry to come on so strong, but I know the danger there too well to let you just wander into the lion's den again. Because he had sex with Yuko, and she's a succubus. You got out of there alive once, but twice is pushing it. Well, yeah, well, I need to get changed and do homework, so I'll see you later. Huh? Oh, sure, whatever. I suddenly remember that I'm still holding his books. You'd better take these. Catch a glimpse of one of the titles, something about cryptography. What a weirdo. And he grabs his precious cargo from me and disappears through his doorway. Open my own door and walk in, grateful to get out of my soaking wet clothes. Oh, that's nice. There's a nice little rain sound. It's too low for OBS to pick it up, though, but it's nice. The rain outside picks up, and I find myself hoping that Emmy's not out running in this weather. She seems so adamant about doing the run alone, I can't help but wonder if her leg's still bothering her. I try to remember whether or not I've seen her limping at all today, but I can't. I guess I was too caught up in enjoying the day, even if it did rain on us. As I think back over the events of today, I keep finding myself focusing on my running partner. Her complete refusal to allow the rain to spoil our plans was incredibly cute, but there was something else there too. Sort of an unflappable attitude that, when it comes to enjoying the day as it comes. I really like that quality. Maybe I need to do a little of that myself. He's being Emmyified. Emmyification. Dream involving pirates and some other stuff I can't really remember. Alright, well, that coughing fit was the single to stop talking, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm still gonna be streaming, as I said, today's a big boy stream. We're just stopping Katawa Shoujo for now. The stream is not over. Oh no. Well, kinda. If you were just here for the Katawa Shoujo and you're gonna check out now, that's fine. I will see you later, but if you're not a follower, feel free to at least smack that follow button. Is that what you do with follow buttons? Do you smack it? Is it like the like button? Just give it a good old smack. As I said when I streamed Hades, my follower count dropped to 38. Someone unfollowed because I streamed Hades, so back down 38. 12 away. Like, come on. It's so close. Alright, where is it? Where's what we're playing next? There it is. Alright. It's a bit of a weird one. I was kind of thinking about it a lot yesterday, about what to do second. For a while, I was like, I'll do Hades second. But then I ended up deciding Hades would actually be best if it went last, if at all. So, that's a maybe, if we even do it. I guess this is the best in-between I have. So, you know what? I can just make this be disappeared. There we go. Yeah, we'll stay on this screen. The other choices were like Fire Emblem, Free Houses, because that's the other game I'm like playing. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. And so I've been thinking about this for a while, and back when I was playing, what was it? Xenoblade Chronicles, we established the Eira schedule, if you will. Not really schedule, but like the Eira canon. I don't know what to call it, but the idea that there's always one visual novel, which at the moment is Katawa Shoujo. There's one, and then there's one like JRPG, and then other shorter games come and go, like part-time UFO I can just do whenever. Hades is kind of a do whenever stream thing, because it's like it's not a continuous story. It's just anyone can pop in, watch a run or two, and it doesn't matter. What else? Like Katamari Damacy was just a few streams and then it was done. Same with like I don't know, whatever else I do. But like the staples of like I'm going for the stories, like one RPG, one JRPG at a time, and one visual novel at a time. But they both continue at the same time. And so I've been debating it for a while, but I decided, fuck it, I'll make it 2. I don't want to make it too many, because then it will start to lose all its point of me streaming anything, and it'll be like, oh, we haven't done this in months, and I'm only getting back to it now. Fire Emblem had that happen to it with Xenoblade, but that was because I specifically was like, yes, this is being stopped for Xenoblade. We will go back when it's done, because it's one at a time. This is going to be 2 at a time. So from here on, we'll be doing this next game I'm going to play and Fire Emblem just on whatever given day. It could be one or the other, you know? Or Katawa Shoujo. Or Hades, I guess. That's also kind of in the schedule. It's weird. Things like Picross and Monster Hunter, it's like I do one stream of them and then I'm like, yeah, I'll just keep playing this off stream. But for some reason with Hades, I'm like, no, I can only play it on stream. I don't know why. So because I am a weirdo and I don't like chapters, and I instead like when I have the streams broken up by games, I'm going to end the stream now, like actually end it, and then I'll quickly change the title, set up the next game, and then restart the stream, because I'm a weirdo like that. So I'll see you in like literally probably just a few minutes. I'm just going to stop stream, refresh it. I think you will have to refresh the page once the stream restarts, but I'll put out a fresh tweet, maybe a fleet, and but I don't know, should I put it in the Discord? You're not even on the Discord. Oh no, you are online on Discord. Whatever. I'll just do what I do. So I'm just going to stop the stream real quick, change the game category, and set it up, and then just start it again. It'll probably go back to doing the numbered thing so that I can also go stretch my legs for a moment and get some fresh air. So yeah. If you're not going to stay for the next game, which will be Bravely Default 2, by the way, then goodbye for now. If you are going to stay, I'm just going to end the stream quickly and then restart it, and then we'll play Bravely Default 2. Okay, thanks for watching. See you then, if you're staying for that.